Guys, there is apparently a resurgence of monkeypox, and I just really want to make sure you're all staying safe. So I'm going to tell you how not to get monkeypox, okay? Don't be a hoe. Only have relations with your significant other of the opposite sex within the confines of marriage. Thank you. Joaquin Phoenix steps away from a gay film just days before filming. Looks like he's keeping his conscience and his butthole clean. If you're a man and you vote for a woman to be president, you're a fat bitch. Hi, everybody. Welcome to episode 20 of Go Boom Live. I cannot believe we are at episode 20. Also, I know I'm way earlier than usual. I don't even have a set schedule. I've been playing around with different times, but also I've got family stuff going on this week, so I had to be done with all my stuff early today. So today might be a short stream as well. Hi, Schmef. Melanie noticed me. You have been noticed. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you, Randall. All right, so let's go ahead and check a couple of these super chats that start the stream off. All right. We've got Tom Barry Massa with the $50. It says nothing. Thank you so much, Tom Barry Massa. You are always so supportive. And also, speaking of always so supportive, Andrew with the $50 says starting early today. Love it. Wishing you a fun and blessed stream. Yes, thank you so much. Yeah, I do have family stuff going on, so I have to be done early today. But that's why I started early. Yeah. But I don't know. I'll finalize and regulate some sort of schedule soon. Let me know what time slot you guys prefer. I don't know if I have any moderators on right now. Let me actually do some moderating. All right. So, thank you, Founding. Streaming earlier. Oh, did I watch the debate last night? Yes. Oh my gosh. I watched. I actually watched the beginning part of it, and then I was playing Deadlock with my brothers while my parents were watching because I was at their place. And so it was in the background, but I was so focused on my game, I didn't catch all of it. And I was also getting frustrated with the point that it was at already. The moderators fact-checking Trump and interrupting and ganging up on him. I was like, dude, whatever. I'm just going to play Deadlock. So I did that. I don't know. It was pretty dumb. But Trump did make that funny comment about run, Spot, run. I thought that was hilarious. Kamala was just lying the whole time. Everything that I heard her say was just lie. So I was like, I'm over it. I'm over it. She keeps lying and stuff. Why was the moderators not fact-checking her lies? But they want to fact-check Trump, which, mind you, with Trump talking about the Haitians eating people's pets, I mean, everybody there is saying, yes, this is happening. People have video and pictures, but no, they're just going to pretend like it's not happening, which also means that I saw a tweet earlier today, which also means they're going to go down that route soon and say, oh, by the way, Okay, it is happening, but it's not that bad. Oh, it's happening, but it's actually good. Oh, you're the problem. Of course, that's how it always goes. So, anyway. Let me check this super chat. $2 from the Raven Wing Gaming. Just dropping my 2 cents here. Haha. God bless. Thank you. God bless you too. But yeah, anyway, that I think the debate was just stupid. Like it was, I don't know, insufferable. Insufferable. So I just played Deadlock and had a blast. I was out picking out a new toy for didn't expect such an early stream. Thank you for being here. Yeah, I did tell everybody on the quartering stream yesterday that I was going to be early today, but for those who didn't watch, yeah, it was probably unexpected. But I have family stuff going on, so I needed to be done early. Hold on, let me moderate this. I don't know why people are saying things and not getting banned for some of these things, but it's okay. I got it. Mark with the $5. Good afternoon, Melanie. You are on early today. How is May? The moderators were for Kamala because their boss is Kamala's best friend. Really? That's funny. May is doing well. Yeah, she's kind of May is my bunny for those who don't know. She is kind of going through bunny puberty. So sometimes she's really sweet and lets me pet her. Sometimes she doesn't. But I still love my little May anyway. I wanted to show something funny that was happening today on X. I can't believe people like this exist in the wild, but I found somebody like this in the wild. So, for those who don't know, I did go kind of viral for making this tweet the other day. Look at this. This is my most viral tweet I've ever made. 16.5 million views, 197,000 likes. So anyway, let me just show you guys context if you haven't seen what the heck this is about, because yeah.
Our first travel together. We got the family. Hi, Kyle. Hi, baby. Do you see yourself in the camera? Oh, hi, Pat. Hi, Rebecca. Look at
It's so gross. This is disgusting. So these two abominations have purchased these twins. So yeah. So I made this tweet and it went super viral. Some people are like, oh, well, I don't see you helping. They're adopting and you're not adopting. This isn't adoption, retard. Everybody who thought this was adoption, I'm sorry, but that's retarded. This is not adoption. This is two men who are paying money for a surrogate and an egg donor and who made these babies. They purchased these babies. And it's messed up. And even if it was adoption, I also do not approve of this for adoption either. I mean, come on. A baby needs, yes, I agree with Randall here. That is child abuse. 1000% agree. A baby needs a mother and a father. So even if this were an adoption scenario, which it wasn't, this is human trafficking. Exactly. Owen is right. This is human trafficking. So people who are offended about this tweet that I made, perhaps you should be more offended about these human trafficker freaks of nature. Okay? Because you can't even pretend like these babies are going to have a good upbringing in this kind of situation. I mean, come on. Come on. Those poor children. We need to be praying for them. But yeah, they're mad at me because of my tweet. But I'm surprised. Usually I get limited visibility if I say faggot, but in this case I didn't. probably, I mean, I know this had to get reported a ton of times, but I don't know. I got away with it this time. Well, like a lot of times I say it, I don't get limited, but if something reaches enough traction, then I do. But in this case, I didn't, even with this being my most viral tweet ever. But probably, I'm gonna guess because I mean, it probably got reported to someone. I'm gonna guess it didn't get limited because I mean, come on, I'm speaking out against these human traffickers. How ridiculous would it be if they were to limit my tweet speaking out against these traffickers going on? So, they were like, nah, based, no limiting her. So, anyway, I made that. Well, this person, this is what's funny, the irony. This person says, report this dumb, ugly biatch. Well, they got their post limited because they violated X's hateful conduct. So look how hilarious the irony is there. Now let's look at this person's profile. By the way, I'm not telling anybody to go after this person or attack this person or so on and so forth. Don't worry. But this, okay, first of all, I rebuke this person in the name of Jesus for coming after me, and I rebuke any harm that this person in the name of Jesus will try to cause in any way. This person is a witch, so they are tampering with the forces of evil for demonic forces. This is clearly a man, right? And this is some sort of broom witch object. So, but his name is Daughter of Circle. Daughter. This is, what these are the type of people who are angry at me because I say faggot. Things like that. Maybe can we stop pandering to people like this? And even people who call themselves Christians who are mad at me for saying words like that. Can you be more mad at this? Oh, you should use nicer words for the human traffickers. How about not, bro? How about not? You think that that's a Christian thing to do, to be nice to human traffickers? Which, by the way, I'm not saying this guy is. I don't know anything about him, but his picture was up, so I just wanted to make sure context was there. So, this is just some witch, demonic witch, warlock, I guess you would really call. So, anyway, his pronoun, he's got this, looks like some sort of ritual thing. He, she, they, fae. So basically, all the he and she, and then they made up fae. Fae is, I don't know, fairy. He calls himself the headmistress of Circle Academy, witch, working out of Salem, witchcraft, hashtag queer not gay. 35 plus years professional service. So he has been doing demonic ritual witch activities. Not posting much on here. Find me on Threads instead, he says. So this guy is mad. Said I was an ugly biatch and to report me. Well, he's the one who got his post limited, not me. So anyway, there was that. So report you. Oh my goodness. She's right though. Pronouns in bio. And it's funny when it's pronouns. It's bad enough to have pronouns in bio. But when it's pronouns in bio and all of them plus wrong ones, done. They reported him. So, no, I don't think I will, retard. Envy is a sin, much like your entire lifestyle. So anyway, yeah, people really told this weirdo warlock. Dude, I'm curious what is on his threads. I ain't gonna dabble with this too much because this guy's clearly demonic and I just don't want to see a bunch of that. Oh, he calls urban wizard, but headmistress, queer, feral. People like this exist. What is that about Radagast from Tolkien universe? Okay. He likes this show. Do you ever not remember why you blocked someone and then unblocked them? Or am I a bad person? What the heck? Okay, I guess it's just a pretty boring profile so far. I don't see anything really interesting at the moment. For a pro tip, don't force your friends to get a psychic reading because it will be fun. No authentic psychic can guarantee fun. It's always fine when it happens / it happens a lot. So don't think this is about your please. Here's a pro tip I want to give. Do not consult psychics. Do not consult mediums. Do not consult those in witchcraft. Do not play around, not even with astrology. I don't care what people say and how, oh, what do you mean? It's just a zodiac sign. None of that. That is demonic. It is, God is very, very against this stuff. It is demonic. Do not play with that. God, yes, exactly. God forbids it. So do not play with that. Okay, so now that that's done, and now I've done looking at that, I rebuke all of that evil attached to that individual in Jesus' name. Because, like, goodness. All right. So let's hope and pray that he finds Jesus and repents, which it doesn't look like he's on that path, but hey, we can still pray that happens. All right. So we've got Apophis Studios with the $10. Congrats on Twitch. Yes. So I made a video on YouTube and Rumble talking about how I got suspended from Twitch again. They have made articles about it, which I read those. I was reading those 2 articles written about it. One of them said I was banned 7 times, which I don't think it was that many. I think this was the 4th time, but we can still make it 7, assuming they don't make it a permaban. But I don't know. I was thinking about just deactivating my entire Twitch account because it's like, I don't need it anyway. It's retarded. But in the comments, I was like, should I just delete my Twitch account? And I got so many comments saying, no, don't do it. Just keep doing this. So I was like, okay, fine. Because that's the thing. Every single time I get suspended on Twitch, that bot on Twitter or on X that says when somebody streamer bans, they always post whenever so-and-so got banned, so Melanie Mac got banned. They share it every time. And every time it like makes its rounds. A bunch of people who hate me, a bunch of the journos, the gaming journos, the woke people, a bunch of the rando woke people with pronouns in their bio, bunch of queerdos. They all quote tweet it or share it or celebrate. But the thing is like they just keep giving me more exposure and keep promoting my channel every time. So it's like, okay, I guess I'll keep it up till they permaban me. Shooter Down Under with the Australian $7.99 says, if you knew what was involved in IVF, then you'd be even more against it. Just listen to the mothers who are speaking out. Wow. I don't know exactly how IVF works, but I don't like it. I would say I'm against it. I don't like it. I don't think that surrogacy in general, I don't like that either. The only time I'm like somewhat like, okay, maybe it wouldn't be as bad if like, let's say her sister couldn't carry a baby, so she carried her baby or something like that. But even then, I don't know. I just don't like it. I think it's morally Not a good thing. So, Shmev says, have you ever had issues with YouTube? Surprisingly, no. I'm trying to think. Have I, guys? I've never been suspended. I've never been banned on YouTube. I've had a couple videos demonetized, but now my streams get demonetized. I don't even try to monetize the streams anymore because I already know they're going to get demonetized. But my actual uploads, it's very rare those get demonetized. I've had a couple. Like one of them was for a copyright reason, though, reacting to a trailer. So that's not even that crazy. Now, the one I did talk about, that Free Palestine retard who lit himself on fire, that one got demonetized. But yeah, usually I don't get a lot of issues from YouTube, surprisingly. I think YouTube's system will flag people more who use a lot of profanity. They seem to monitor those channels closer. I don't use profanity except faggot, and I don't even consider that profanity. So so yeah, I don't really get much pushback. All right, let's go ahead and look at some Rumble rants because I want to show Rumble some love here. We got Rimdog with the $20. Says, I, for one, like this time. How's the laptop? Jeeps abounding in the wind. All the best. Editorial cartoons. On my X account, Rimdog1138. Thank you so much. Yeah, I like my laptop. I just got a new laptop. I mean, I didn't get a fancy one. I wanted to be able to play Deadlock with my brothers while I'm out away from my regular computer setup. Like, I spend a lot of time at my parents' house too. So like while I'm there, which was yesterday, so I got a laptop and I got I kind of want to work on like some creative projects too. And whenever I just feel like I would prefer to work on a laptop for those instead, just like while I'm chilling, watching stuff or chilling with family or something. So anyway, here's my laptop. And I got this little desk set up. Now the mouse, I'm going to swap that out for MMO mouse because on Deadlock, because I use the Razer Naga, I like these buttons on the side. I've been using a Naga since 2009 or 10. And when I'm even playing something like Deadlock, where it's not an MMO, but you have your abilities, I just feel like if I'm trying to move and try to push the number keys above it, I just feel handicapped. I need those buttons on the side. So I do feel like I was kind of struggling last night playing Deadlock without that. So I ordered a cheap MMO mouse. It was on sale. I was like, let me try this because like the Nagas are pretty expensive. And I like the old Razer Naga better than the new ones anyway. Look at that. Hypnotic is in chat. Hi, Hypnotic. Hypnotic has an awesome channel. Just let me see real quick. 1 second. Okay, well, anyway, I can't find it. Why is it showing me? Okay, here we go. It's showing me like Deadlock stuff when it isn't anymore. Ha! That's funny. Okay, yeah. So I just wanted to give a shout out to Hypnotic real quick. Look at this. This is Hypnotic's channel. I've been on his channel before too. Great channel. He has the pronouns. Faye Farah Z Zim, and he's just hit 58,000 subscribers. Really good. So anyway, go check out Hypnotic. What else was I? Oh yeah, I wanted to show you guys. So people are asking about my laptop. I like it. I didn't need something like really fancy. You know, it's funny. I had an Alienware. I did have an Alienware, what was that, M15 thingy? I don't remember, but I hardly used that laptop for, I don't know, I had it for a couple of years or so and was not using it. And whenever I got my last tattoo, like last year, or no, was that from last year? Was it longer than last year? I don't know. It was like a year, a little longer. My artist, he wanted a laptop, so I traded him that old laptop for my tattoo. So anyway, the one I got is, hold on, let me open this in like a window that won't show my stuff. Oops. So I was like, let me just get I don't need to spend like $2,000 on a laptop that I'm just gonna be playing like what you call it, Deadlock with my brothers on, or doing some creative projects. I didn't need anything super crazy, so I got, hold on, let me make sure. I got this. The Acer Nitro V gaming laptop. It's got an i5 processor. Sorry, I'm about to sneeze. Try not to. Okay. It was $650. So way more. So way more affordable than, like, I didn't need. I don't know. I didn't want to get like a I didn't want to get a super. That's your laptop? Nice. I didn't want to get this like super excessive $2,000 laptop or something when I can play games just fine on this. I'm also, for the most part, like modern day, and it played Deadlock great. I had no issues at all. So yeah, I liked it. Or I like it. I still have it. All right, let me go ahead and get to some more Rumble rants. But yeah, I like to save money. If I don't have to spend a whole lot on something, I won't. Hypnotics has me sitting here with a $4,500 laptop that I only use when on the road, feeling like an excessive piece of crap. You're still great. It's okay. That's the thing, is I don't even play most modern games except something like Deadlock, which isn't super graphically intensive. So I just thought, if I buy like a $2,000 laptop and only do stuff like Deadlock or play Tomb Raider, classic Tomb Raider on it, it didn't make sense for me. But hey, if anybody has, that wasn't throwing shade to anybody who does have expensive laptops. So Big DB with the $5 is a bit random, but was scrolling through suggested videos on YouTube and saw an old interview you did from 2013 Ubisoft E3. Good to see you still going. Thank you so much. Yeah, I've been in this space for a long time. I used to be a lot more on the mainstream side. I used to host for video game companies and do interviews and things like that. And that was fun. I definitely like the freedom I have now, but I am blacklisted from doing any mainstream stuff now, which I don't know. Like, sometimes I miss it, but I would rather, if I had to choose one or the other, I prefer having my freedom and be able to say what I want to say and all that kind of stuff. Because I feel like whenever I was working for different companies and stuff, and even like GameStop TV, even though I love GameStop TV, they were really good. I had to be more of, okay, I'm just a face. I can't actually be myself. I can't let loose and just be myself. I have to just be a face, a talking face. And so now it's like, I can just be myself. And I think that's great. So sometimes I do miss how fun it was being able to like work for a company, get flown out to an event and do some play games early and do fun stuff like that. I do miss that sometimes, but I would still choose what I'm doing now. So we've got B. Barrett with the $2. Congratulations on another Twitch ban. Meanwhile, eThoughts advertising to minors get away scot-free. Exactly. It is just a backwards situation. Formula XFD says, anyone know what Melanie thinks of Sticks? I follow Sticks. I don't know that much about him. Like, I know he co-hosts with the Quartering and stuff, but he seems cool. I don't really know anything about him. I mean, I'm gonna guess that there's some disagreement. I think he's like, I don't know, doesn't he have like that stick 666 or something? I don't know. I'm gonna guess there's a lot of differences that we have in beliefs and stuff, but that's okay. It doesn't mean I hate him. All right, B. Barrett with the $2 says, don't get Twitch banned 7 times, get banned 70 times 7. Of course. That's funny. That's the Bible reference, 70 times 7. All right, so all right, that's it for the Rumble rants. Sticks is way cool for news, but his tag is bad for marketing. Interesting. I think Sticks is pretty cool. Nice. Well, I'm sure he is cool. Oh, he's an ex-Satanist? Well, that's good that he's an ex-Satanist and doesn't still practice. So good for him. Hopefully he can find Jesus if he hasn't. So bundle. Why is that so funny? No shade to Sticks, but Sticks is rad from what I've seen. I'm just saying that's funny. He's good for political takes. Yeah, I'd say so. He does co-host with the Quartering, and I know a lot of people in chat really appreciate his takes because, like, I do, because I co-host with Quartering twice a week as well. But whenever we get like really heavy into political topics, people are like, man, I wish Sticks had some input because Sticks is more political than me. So has that nose ring always been there? No, it's not even real. It's a clip. Or it's like a cuff. You can use it on your ear, like a high part of your. I have very sensitive skin. I can't get piercings. I had my ears pierced when I was really little, and every time I wear earrings, even like the really nice ones that are supposed to be for sensitive skin, I still get irritation and infection in that. So I was like, I don't know, if I want to have fun with jewelry, I have to get these little clip things instead of real piercings. I used to want a nose piercing so bad, but that's the thing too, is I don't want like the permanence of it. I don't want permanence of piercings and to have a hole in my nose forever. So it's like, I don't think I can handle it anyway with my skin. I have super sensitive skin. Even with this thumb ring, I love to wear this thumb ring, but it makes my skin itchy and I'll get red bumps on my thumb if I wear it too much. It's crazy. I hate how sensitive my skin is. But it is what it is. Get a fake septum nose ring to troll. I have one. I was going to make a troll TikTok video or something with it, but I haven't thought of what kind of video to use that for yet, but I will be trolling when I have that. Yeah. Oh, I like put it on and I hate it. It's so ugly. All right, let's go ahead and we've got Patriotic Gestalt with the $10 for the collection plan. Thank you so much. Andrew Tygroeb with the Canadian $5 says nothing. Thank you so much for the support. Flash Gordon Rocks with the $4.99 says, did you see the Naraka Blade Point Tomb Raider collab? The Chinese actually know what Lara Croft is supposed to look like. I've gotten so many people tagging me, asking me to talk about this, and I just haven't really that much. It's not actually Lara Croft. It's like one of their characters in a costume of Lara Croft. And even then, it's basically a reboot Lara Croft. So while I think that the character is pretty, it definitely doesn't look like Lara Croft. It's just a pretty character with a pretty outfit on and it looks feminine, but definitely gives more of like a prettier reboot Lara Croft vibe than actual classic Tomb Raider. When I see that, I don't think classic Tomb Raider. Wow, that's the OG. I don't think that. But it's definitely better than most of these collabs and stupid stuff that Crystal Dynamics have been dropping. I will say that. Brayden says, oh, the 199, the grifter pagans have been attacking me, Skull. Well, stay strong. The pagans can get over it. Midnight Strike with the $2. Is Sony drunk? The PS5 Pro price is insane. And isn't there just like one game where it looks any better? I don't know. It's not even worth it. Plus, it's a digital only, right? It doesn't even have a disc drive. It's really crazy. So yeah. Anyway. Yeah, no disc drive. That's weird. Okay, so David Lowe with the $2. We all love you, Melanie. Thanks for being you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Ron Duncan with the $10 says, saw a man with a parrot the other day in a store. You should get a bird and teach it to say, don't be a faggot. Or have it quote scripture. That's funny. I've had a pet bird before a couple times. Birds are really a lot of work. They're sweet, but my goodness, they're a lot of work. And I have a cat. Now, my cat leaves my bunny alone, but my cat was always more curious about birds. I don't think I would own a bird again. They're just, I mean, they're really cute, but like it's a different kind. Like they poop everywhere. So you always gotta pick up the poop. If they're chilling on your shoulder, they're gonna poop everywhere. I don't like that. I like that my bunny I have, she uses a litter box. Like she might get a little bit of poop outside of the litter box. She always pees in the litter box, but sometimes. But the thing is a bunny poop is not a big deal. It's just a little pellet. But a bird poop is a lot grosser. But birds are amazing. Like I love birds, but I don't think I would want another one. Sega Seth with the $1. Thank you so much. Max Falconridge with the Canadian $6.99. Melanie, if you want to purge heretics, then hop on Space Marine 2. The demons and hideously mutated aliens resemble SJWs pretty closely. God bless. I have been hearing people talk about that. I'll have to look into it. Bruce Gilbert says you can house train a bunny. Easy. Easy. Bunnies like to go to the bathroom in one place anyway. You know, I didn't even have to train her to do that. She just did. I put the box there, like similar to a cat. But the thing is, though, is sometimes with their poops, they aren't perfect with it. But again, it's just little pellets. It's not a huge deal. But yeah, bunnies are really easy to potty train. Now, bunnies are still a lot of work. Like they take more cleaning up after, and they need a lot of attention, and they're different than a cat. Like a cat is super easy. A bunny is going to be, since it's a prey animal, it's going to be a lot more scared and harder to get it used to you and comfortable with you. I mean, it depends. Some bunnies really are like easier to tame than others. But yeah, just saying. I think bunnies are amazing, but they do take some work. Ron Duncan with the $10. Also, congrats to the Steelers starting off at the top of their division. I'll respect them till Christmas Day. Then you and I will be doing a little side eye. Maybe a friendly wager will be in order. Oh, awesome. Well, thank you. That was a great. I'm like really proud of my Steelers. Even though offensively, like we didn't get any offensive touchdowns or anything like that, we scored just on special teams. Still, I think that Fields will be a good quarterback for us. Given our quarterback situation for the past couple of years, this is very refreshing. There's actually some promise here. So I'm good with it. Miles Swan with the $10 says, is that mojito on your desktop? Yes. I get so much shade for how much I love Mojito from Jujutsu Kaisen. He's my favorite character. I have a figurine of him too. Where is it? Oh, it's that one, which you can't see it because the depth of field. But yeah. You managed to pick up Boswell in fantasy after week 1 somehow. Wow, that's a miracle. I already had Boswell. He's always every year I draft Boswell. He's the best kicker in the league. Like, I think a lot of people don't realize how amazing he is. He don't miss. I always get mucho points from Boswell in my fantasy league. I also won my fantasy game. So far so good. The same thing that happened to you at GameSpot. It wasn't GameSpot, it was GameStop. Happened to Jeff because of his review on Kane and Lynch. Did you ever meet Jeff? Did he tell you what happened? No, I don't know what happened. I don't know. Some people say the same thing that happened to you at GameStop. What happened to me at GameStop? Like, there's a misconception that GameStop let me go because of my opinions and stuff and not being in the woke stuff, but that didn't happen. GameStop was amazing, and every time the cancel mob was coming after me and talking to them, they always had my back. So GameStop was never a problem, and I don't like the misconception that people have that they were, because that's not nice to say to people that helped me out there that had my back. Now GameStop did lay off their entire hosting squad, but that had nothing to do with me. I know, I confused GameStop with GameSpot. Yeah, but I've never had any affiliation with GameSpot whatsoever. So someone said, I remember it was the vaccine though, not her opinion. Well, GameStop didn't do anything about me not being vaxxed or speaking against the mandates. Like, people like Melissa Mercanti keep spreading lies that I got fired from GameStop TV because I didn't get the jab, which is a complete lie. Now, I did get canceled by a lot of people in the industry once the vaccine stuff was going on. And I said on my account, like, guys, I said on Twitter, nobody has to get a vaccine if they don't want to. I didn't get the vaccine. And if anybody else doesn't want the vaccine, why is everybody pressuring them to, basically? So then a bunch of people were like trying to cancel me for that. And then they were trying to cancel me at GameStop, and GameStop never did anything. They didn't care. So let's not shade GameStop because they didn't do anything wrong to me. Now, if you want to shame them for other things, hey, that's your prerogative. But let's not spread this narrative that GameStop screwed me over, because that isn't what happened. And I don't want to unfairly have people think that about them when that isn't even what happened. That's not fair to GameStop. So anyway, Kongzilla gifted 10 Melanie Mac Go Boom memberships. Thank you so much. You're always so supportive, Kongzilla, and I really, really appreciate that. Okay, hold on. I was like reading regular chat. GameStop poisoned our crops and burned down our water supply. Oh my gosh. Okay, Caleb Cervantes with the $5 says something funny, but if I get my own Godzilla -1 figure, I plan on having it hold an index card that says read your Bibles. That sounds amazing. I'm getting I think I ordered a Godzilla -1 figure, and I think it just shipped. I pre-ordered it a while ago. It was what was that from? It was the the minus color version too. Let me see if I can find it. The Super 7, there we go. The Super 7 one's just shipped. Yep, that's the one I pre-ordered. I got the minus color one. So, yeah, I'm stoked. Let's see. Let me see if I can find a picture. Godzilla minus color Super 7 figure. Yes, limited edition figures. Just shipped, so I can't wait to get mine. This. I got the minus color one, so no color. I thought that was super rad. Look at that. Okay. Yes, I can't wait to receive it. So, that's the one I got. Styx is very well read into the occult and has edited tons of old texts, blew out his brain on bath salts, and has been visited by the demons. I'm not going to repeat the demon's name. So I don't think he's going to find Jesus ever. That's the thing, is just because somebody has done stuff like that doesn't mean they can't find Jesus. There are people who were in the occult. There are people who practiced witchcraft and who channeled demons and so on and so forth that have found Jesus. So to say that he'll never find Jesus is a bit presumptuous. He can find Jesus. So yeah, we need to be praying that he does. There we go. I see Trinoculus says, I studied the occult and was saved. I love that. See, that's the thing, that a message that I really want people to know when it comes to salvation. It's like, there's this misconception that some people, and this is, some people get really defensive about people like me when we share the gospel, because it's like, they think that we're saying that, oh, people who are saved, they're basically perfect and they all followed the rules always. And that's not the case. People who are saved, we've made mistakes. We've done things that are wrong. We were saved by the blood of Jesus Christ. So yeah, obviously you have to turn from these things, and that's a sanctification process. But yeah, people can get saved who have terrible pasts. I mean, yeah, look at Paul in the Bible. Paul was trying to snuff the church out, for Pete's sake, and he was saved. Exactly. So just good to remember that. I mean, there still are some, I know it's hard to believe with some people out there. But in the case of somebody just dabbling in the occult, or even being super involved in the occult, even if they were like a warlock or a witch or something like that, they can still repent and change, and through the blood of Jesus Christ. All right, so Caleb, wait, did I read that already? Oh yeah, that was amazing. Base Fire Ant says, "Hey Mel, God bless you today." Thank you so much. God bless you too. Andrew says, "Hey Melanie, is pronounced like tiki robe." Okay, Andrew, tiki robe. Tight tiki. I got it right that time. Thank you. Brandon the Awesome with the $5 says, "You know things are bad when even Nintendo is starting to dip their toes into DEI practices. It's slow, it's subtle, but I'm onto them. I'm watching." I know, especially with like localization and stuff, they have been guilty of some things with that, which sucks. Oh, someone said tyke robe. Okay, maybe that was it. I'm just don't ever put it past me to like mispronounce anything. That is my specialty. But yeah, I made a video on my Go Boom channel talking about woke ideology being satanic. I really do think it's there's satanic roots to it, and that's one reason why it's such a widespread problem and is infesting a lot of our media and stuff, because Satan wants his corrupt influence everywhere. And woke ideology is directly counter to biblical principles. So yeah, I mean, it has infested everything. We got to keep fighting back. Mark of Reality with the $10 says the PS5 Pro is $700 plus and no disk drive. I'll stick with my old one. When the old one wears out, I'm moving to PC gaming. Very smart. I have my PS5 that I like to play stuff like Persona 5 on it while I'm chilling in my living room. But I do really like PC gaming. It's great. True news with the Troy news. Troy news with the $5. I saw Passion of the Christ for the first time last week. I was blown away when they released the serial murderer over Jesus. Unreal Wickedness. I haven't watched that in so long, but I really need to watch it again. I am so glad that you enjoyed it and you were blown away by it. I strongly suggest anybody who has not watched The Passion of the Christ to watch it. Even if you're not a Christian, watch it. It is a must watch. I do hope that I already know that movie has helped a lot of people find Jesus, but yeah. Christian Rocker with the $4.99 super sticker. Thank you so much. Base Fire Ant with the $10 says tomorrow I'm going to the pet store to look at bunnies. I would suggest looking at like local ads instead of a pet store, because pet stores typically have very inbred animals and they can die really a lot easier or have a bunch of health problems. If you remember my little Toji who died just after a couple months, granted bunnies are really fragile and baby bunnies can really just die, but they can have underlying issues and stuff, all that. But I got my little Toji. I didn't vet like where he came from, all of that, and I got a sick bunny. So you want to be really careful. So if you're going to be looking at bunnies, you're better off looking at like Craigslist or something like that, and looking for people who breed bunnies and have a history of healthy bunnies. So that's what I would recommend. Someone said The Chosen is a pretty watchable series. I personally don't recommend The Chosen. It's if you like it, I'm glad you like it, but I personally don't suggest it. They have pride flags on their set. The people involved are like, from what I've heard, I haven't actually watched it, but like there's some inaccuracies and stuff there. I haven't watched it and I don't want to watch it. But hey, anybody can watch what they want to watch. That's just my opinion. What are your thoughts on the Blair White Project? I haven't heard of it. The Blair White Project. It's a movie? Well, it's just showing the Blair Witch Project. I know it's a spin on that. Let's see. The Blair White Project. What is this? I don't see anything about the Blair White Project. I know who Blair White is. Blair White is a man who is battling with this transgender ideology and calls himself a woman. Granted, he knows he's a man and he's not into all that woke ideology. However, I don't call him she pronouns. I pray that he can find Jesus and accept the body that he was born with. I do think that he has helped with pushing back with the woke ideology and stuff like that, and I think that's great, but I do think he is caught up in a lot of bad things. And I do pray that he finds Jesus and turns from that. So that's my opinion. But let's see. The Blair White Project, hosted by Blair White, is a place for real conversations pertaining to politics, gender, sexuality, world events, and comedy. Oh, so is that his podcast? Yeah. Anyway, that's my opinion on that. Like, I do follow him on X. Some people don't like that I do, but I have been praying for Blair White off and on. Well, Robert was his real name. I've been praying for him for a long time now. So I do pray that, yeah, I do pray he can turn from all that. But just because John says, I mean, isn't the transition beyond the point of no return? No. How could you say that? First of all, he hasn't cut off his wiener. Secondly, he can get breast implants removed. Like, yeah, will his face be abnormal looking? Yes, but, and I mean this respectfully, I'm not saying this to be mean, but it already is abnormal looking. It's fillers and plastic surgery to make his face look less masculine. So that's already, for a man to have that, is already not normal. So so in this case, if he were to detransition, is he going to look exactly like he did before? Is it going to be perfect? No. But it's still the right thing to do. You can't, because right now, like I said right now, him pretending to be a woman is not it's not real anyway. And if he's taking hormones, that's poisoning his body. So I don't think anybody who has had surgeries to transition or taken medications none of them are beyond the point of no return. All of them can stop. They're going to have repercussions and issues from what they did, so they're going to look odd, but they already did look odd. So I think that with Blair/Robert, I think if he were to go back, get the filler dissolved, get the breast implants removed, stop taking the estrogen, I think he still would be fine. He might not look exactly like his old self because of the surgeries he's had, but he's not going to look like a woman because he already doesn't. And I don't say that to be mean. He already doesn't. He looks like an individual who has had plastic surgery and you can't really tell what's going on. Now, there's some ways he presents himself that people are going to assume, like, he looks like an individual with plastic surgery. Some people might think he's a woman who had plastic surgery or a man who's had plastic surgery, but either way, it's definitely not normal. But I do think he should detransition, embrace that he is Robert. And whatever detransitioning looks like for him, he needs to do it. It might not be ideal. It might not be as ideal as if he would have never tried to change in the first place, but still, it's the right thing to do, even for himself. And that's the reason, that's what people don't realize, is when we say these things, this is the best thing for them. It's not just, because of my beliefs, you should do this. No, it genuinely is better. It would be better for him to do that. So anyway, yeah. Yeah, he hasn't had the bottom surgery, but even a guy who has had his wiener cut off, he should still try to go back to living as the male he is. Like, he's going to have repercussions. He's going to have to live with the decisions he's made that has negatively affected him, but still, you gotta, yeah, I don't know. Can't be encouraging people to live in abomination. That's just that. And it doesn't mean you don't like that person, but we can't be normalizing these things, and we can't be validating people that are involved in this perversion just because, oh well, they're base though. Well, they're base, so, and I've been there where I used to do that too, but I felt conviction for that. So no, I don't use pronouns that people want to use if it counters their biology and how they were born. I don't do that. I don't play that game because it's disrespectful to God and his creation. And yes, I know he's against hormone blockers, but that doesn't mean we should still play his game and call him a woman and call him a she. He should be against the lifestyle he's living. I mean, it's a step in the right direction, but he's still living in abomination. And it's not good for him either. I don't say this just because of my beliefs. It's not good for him either. And I hope and pray that he can get out of that. And maybe one day he will. But yeah, it's definitely not to be mean to him. But yeah, it's something that would be better for him. All right, so Brayden with the 199. You watching / reading any new anime or manga? Not lately. I've mostly been spending my free time playing Deadlock. So not lately, I haven't. But maybe soon. None of the newer season stuff I really liked anyway. I tried watching this one about these like vampire babysitter type. What was that called? I don't remember that. I just didn't like the story. I love the art of it, but I couldn't really get into it. But yeah, I'm waiting for whatever happens, whatever is coming out soon. But there's nothing in the current lineup. It's summer lineup? I don't know. There's nothing in the summer lineup I really like. The last thing I really got into was Kaiju number 8. Okay, Cosmetic Hood with a 499 says, I noticed you read from the NLT translations. Do you ever read from any other translations, specifically NASB? I haven't read NASB, mostly experienced in reading like KJV and NKJV, and on my personal reading time, I read ESV. But on my Bible channel, I like to read NLT because my goal mostly is to reach newcomers and people who aren't familiar with the Bible, and NLT is very easy to understand. Miles Swan became a member. Thank you so much. Base Fire Ant with the $10. Hey, what are your thoughts on the Saints? Because it's my favorite NFL team. That's my dad's favorite team too, and I will be watching them against the Cowboys this Sunday, so I'm excited about that. Based Fire Ant with the $10 says, also, Mel, why do you like Godzilla so much? I was never really a big fan of monster movies unless I wanted to turn my brain off. I mean, I grew up watching Godzilla, so I like monster movies a lot. It's one of my favorite types of movies. So I just think it's cool. I mean, Godzilla, he's awesome. He's a gigantic lizard thing fueled by radiation that can destroy stuff and fight other monsters. And yeah, it's just awesome. David Lowe with the $2 says, can K Ojo here in chat get a shout out? I don't know who that is. Hi, K Ojo. The White Trash Panda with the $2. What up? Hi, thank you so much. Okay, hold on. I'm looking at regular chat too. All right. Euler's Identity Crisis With the $2, are you familiar with the tradition Jesus's birthday is 9/11? I have never heard of that one. I heard like September 25th, but I didn't hear about September 11th being Jesus's birthday. But yeah. Hold on, I'm scrolling up to check regular chat. All right. Let's hold on. Let me make sure I didn't miss any rumbles too before I get too caught up on more YouTubes. Okay, hold on. Let me make sure because I don't think I got this one. All right, we've got Remdog with the $5. I have a Falcon Northwest, $4,000 4 years ago. I played Doom on it. Got it for longevity. That's awesome. That was our laptop discussion. That's cool. Oh yeah, see, Chester's son think his dad was murdered. This is a whole rabbit hole. I already went down the rabbit hole about Chester and Chris Cornell. I've been down that rabbit hole for a while. I mean, I was a fan of both of them when that happened, so that was just devastating. But yeah, I have suspected that something fishy was going on and that it was not what we were told. But regardless, with what's going on right now with Linkin Park, I just don't like it. I think that Mike Shinoda and all of them, they have just been trying to profit off of it. Chester's son doesn't like it either. And I went to his Instagram account and was looking at all the stuff he was saying. He does seem like a very bothered individual. Like he's going through some stuff and he does seem not the most emotionally stable, I will say. But given the situation and all that, I'm sure that would be very difficult. But I do agree with some stuff he was sharing. So, for example, in recent interviews, Mike Shinoda has said, "Oh no, we didn't plan on bringing Linkin Park back. We weren't going to bring Linkin Park back. This was just a new thing." Well, then he showed screenshots of actual Mike Shinoda tweets from 2017, I think it was, but it was old tweets saying that they were planning on bringing Linkin Park back. So that was always the case. My thought whenever Linkin Park first made their announcement and stuff, I didn't like it. First of all, I think the girl sounds terrible. Secondly, I felt like it was just a giant cash grab and that was it. And here's the thing is we've had Mike Shinoda try to release music after Chester's death. Never really went anywhere. Didn't they also try to release an unreleased track and stuff like that? All of the projects that Mike Shinoda was a part of and was trying to do wasn't really taking off. So it's like, oh, okay, let's relaunch Linkin Park with a new singer who stands against a lot of what Chester's struggles were. You know, the disrespect with that is a whole other story. But it's all a giant cash grab, and I don't support it. I think it's disgusting. And let's be real. Linkin Park is nothing without Chester. Oh, but their band existed before, and guess what? Their band didn't take off, now did it? They would be nothing without Chester. So that's my thing. When I say I'm a Linkin Park fan, I'm a fan of Chester Bennington. Without him, I am not a fan anymore. Now, if they were to really try to respect his legacy and get his son to front for the band or something like that, then I would respect that. But that's not what happened at all. This is a giant cash grab. The DEI hire a Scientologist who doesn't even believe in mental health. This is someone, Chester, who went through some tragic things and was suffering with goodness. I don't know what all, like probably PTSD, depression, those sort of things. And they get a singer who doesn't even believe in that. The disrespect, the slap in the face, they have to tune up the key of the songs because she can't sing them otherwise. And she sounds like a garbage disposal. Like, no, thank you, dude. I will have nothing to do with that. The disrespect to Chester is insane. And now they're selling tickets for $500 each. They are trying to cash out and they are disrespecting Chester's legacy. So they can heck all the way off. They can heck all the way off. Melanie really hates this new singer. It's, you know what? It's mostly, I'm more angry at Mike Shinoda than I am her. She just accepted a job that was given to her. I don't think she's good. Some people are like, oh, she sounds fine. Oh, really? Is that the standards you have? None? Are your standards on the floor that you're fine? Oh, she sounds fine. Really? This is the same thing woke people say about these woke video games. Or, oh, this character looks fine when they uglify a character. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. You're okay with it's fine. It should be great, not fine. And that's the case with Emily. She cannot sing their songs at all. They have to change the tune of the song. Like, they have to change the octaves of the songs just so that she can attempt to sing it. And even then, there are cover bands that do better. It's a disgrace. It's disrespectful. If they wanted her and they wanted to make music, change your band name. But don't disrespect Chester's legacy with that. That's, yeah, I have nothing to do with that. I will not be listening to their music. I will not be supporting anything they're doing. They are disrespecting Chester's legacy. Even his own son is against this. It's a cash grab. That's all it is. It is a cash grab with a very mediocre, subpar cover band that they are going to make millions and millions of dollars on. Because people have no standards. All right. There's that rant. I ain't trying to get too mad today. I already said Steelers won this, not the Super Bowl. I wish. They already won the game this week, so I can't get mad this week. All right. In and Out with the $5 says, do you have an opinion on Nikocado Avocado? I think it's good that he lost a bunch of weight, but it looks like he lost it through unhealthy means, like Ozempic or something, because he looked like he looks like a vegan or like he has AIDS or something. Like, it just doesn't look like he lost the weight healthy. It's like when people lose weight with Ozempic, they have this vegan or AIDS glow to them. It's really weird. So I hope that he doesn't stay on that stuff. I mean, not that everybody who takes Ozempic looks like they have AIDS. I don't want to say that. Some people take it because of their, diabetes and stuff. Whatever it's for, I don't know. But all I know is when people lose a massive amount of weight with Ozempic, it looks weird. I don't know. I think that they would have been better off if they just went keto or something and lost the weight with healthy methods. So, yes, I agree. I think he looks sickly. So there are healthy ways to lose weight. Yes, I agree. Ideally, obviously, I'm not a doctor. I'm not giving medical advice, blah, blah, blah. But I think when you can fix your health with nutrition, do that before you take a medication. Hashtag not medical advice. All right. Brandon the Awesome, worse, I firmly believe they are trying to make Princess Peach into a strong woman who needs no man. I plan to expose this on my own channel soon. Well, good for you. I'm glad you're speaking out against this crap because I'm like so sick of it. Now, Princess Peach is fine to give her some attitude and stuff because she's had it before and we've seen even then like some older materials. But She's not supposed to be this like Lara Croft type character though. Mark Hallquist with the $10 says, I watch it a lot. I have Passion of the Christ on Blu-ray. Nice. So sorry about Toji. I wouldn't watch The Chosen because they celebrate being sodomites. Exactly. You get it. Based. Have a blessed day, Melanie. Thank you so much, Mark. Base Spider Ant dropped up $50. That sounds good. I'm not planning on having a bunny right now because I have a dog and 2 cats, but I'm interested in learning about taking care of bunnies. Though the problem is, I don't know any professional breeders where I'm at. You would have to look at local classifieds like Craigslist and things of that nature. Facebook groups, there's some bunny Facebook groups where you can find breeders. But yeah, that's the thing about a bunny though. They do require, they need a lot of space. They need to be able to run around. Yeah. Like my bunny, her cage setup is, I want to say 71 inches long. She can run back and forth in there, and I will be having her free roaming around so that she can not just be confined to that. But even then, she's got a lot of room. But I will have her free roaming as I continue to get her adapted and all that kind of stuff. All right, David Lowe with the $2. Did you see Russell Brand's prayer that went viral? I quote tweeted an image from it. I thought it was amazing. I'm not gonna lie. I saw the clip and I started to watch it, and the way he just jumped up so excited to pray, I started to like choke up and almost cry. And I was like, I gotta watch this later. I can't be crying right now. I can't cry right now. I've got stuff I have to do. I don't want to cry right now. And so I didn't actually watch it because I know I'm gonna cry when I watch it. And it's like, yeah, but I think that's wonderful. I really, and that's the thing, since Russell Brand's finding Jesus and everything he's been saying about all of that, like I've been very supportive of that because I do truly believe his conversion to be real. And I know some people were giving him a hard time because shortly after he had some sort of, what was it? Was it a tarot card or something like that? But that's the thing, people need to realize that sanctification happens over time. It's not going to be overnight. So no, he shouldn't have those things in his home at all. But I've seen already so much growth. I mean, here's somebody, a lot of his detractors who are saying he's not saved and all that. He's reading the Bible more than they are. I know that much because he is knowledgeable on it. So people should be reading we should be reading our Bibles every single day. But yeah, his sanctification is a process, and I think he's doing amazing. I've seen massive growth, and I truly do believe that his salvation is real. It's not some grift, as people call it. That's the thing, is most people, they think that being a Christian is a grift. That is just insane, because most people would make much more money through hedonistic means and appealing to people's hedonistic desires than the Christian route. There are some exceptions with some super pastors who preach prosperity gospel. They preach against the word even in a lot of ways. So yeah, there are some false teachers who do grift off of it, but they aren't teaching actual biblical values. But for the most part, most people, especially someone with like Russell Brand's history or even that OnlyFans girl and stuff, them becoming saved and finding Jesus doesn't make sense that would be a grift for them. They were already more successful doing other things. So I believe both of them. Stealth X5 with the $2 says hello. Hi, thank you so much for the support. And I always see you being very supportive on my Bible channel. So thank you for that. Bushin Ryu Cat with a $5 smell. Years ago, ABC Network made a movie in the 80s called Resurrection about a modern woman who didn't believe in God suddenly can heal. Amazing film. Oh, I've not heard of that one. I have not. Oh, yes, the heresy, that's prosperity gospel. See, now there are grifters who found out that they can get rich by preaching prosperity gospel, which is very anti-biblical. Basically, their whole thing is just God can make you rich. You just got to have faith. God will make you rich. I believe it. Do you believe it? Let's manifest that you will be rich. You'll be the first millionaire in your family. You will have this, you will have that. And it's just like everything they preach is all prosperity, all good things. Oh, well, if you subscribe to my program talking about this or go to my church, and your the prosperity will abound and this and that, and they use the name of God to make people think that if they accept Jesus Christ and if they go to their church or buy their books or this and that they are going to be overflowing with prosperity. They will have all these riches. They will everything they want in life. They will just be happy every day, enjoy every day. That is not biblical. Now, there are some people who can still have success and that can still have riches even to a degree. But the thing is, though, I mean, the Bible is very clear on this, is that it's easier for a camel to go through a needle's eye than for a rich person to go to heaven. But that's the thing. And so a lot of people and most people can't handle wealth and riches. It will corrupt a lot of people's soul. The love of money will corrupt a lot of people's soul. Now, that's not to say that some rich people can't find Jesus, because through Jesus Christ, all things are possible. But yeah, a lot of people can't handle that. So and also the Bible does make things clear that that believers, our lives aren't going to be perfect. The world will hate us, So to say that you're going to live this perfect life and that everything is going to be amazing, no, we suffer a lot. But yeah, it's just how it is. But yeah, anyway, these prosperity, now some of them do grift and get rich off things, but they're not teaching biblical teaching. People who are obsessed with money, that's not a good thing. I would question, now it's okay to want to be successful. It's okay to want nice things, but to be obsessed with money is not a biblical value. It's counter to that. People who have salvation, they understand that money is not the source of happiness. They understand that at the end of the day, money doesn't go with you when you die. Money is, so to have this greed for, yes, greed is a sin. There's a difference between, okay, I would like to live a comfortable life versus greed. Oh, I want to be a billionaire. Oh, I want to be the most successful person in my town, this and that. Well, yeah, if you are obsessed with money and you are obsessed with getting rich, that's not biblical to feel that way. Even look at, I see in chat something about Solomon. Yeah, so God has blessed people in the Bible. We see God bless some of them with wealth. But here, even with Solomon, for example, God asked Solomon, what do you want? Ask for anything you want and I'll give it to you. And Solomon asked for wisdom. That's why he was blessed with riches, is because God saw that, hey, he could have asked for riches. He could have asked for so many things, and he asked for wisdom. So yeah, so I'm not saying that everybody who's rich isn't saved or everybody who's rich is corrupt. That's not entirely the case, but some people will get blessed with that stuff, but that's not their focus in life. If your focus in life is getting rich, or having status or having fame, and that's your focus in life, then you've made an idol out of it. All right, so let's see. We've got Cyberbully at the 15 says his name is Robert Paulson. Oh, is that? Watch Pastor Steven Anderson. He will cure your homophobia. I'm not scared of the gay. I'm against it. I don't know if that was a joke or what, but Miles Swan with the $5 says anime suggestion Oshi no Ko. Oh, I like this style. That's cute. It was from 2023. It's a Japanese manga series. What's it about? A doctor and his recently deceased patient are reborn as twins to a famous Japanese musical idol and navigate the highs and lows of Japanese internet. Oh, interesting. Thank you for the suggestion. Homophilia. Okay. Oh, I'm catching up with chat. Okay. All right. Let's get to the next one. The White Trash Panda with the $5 says, I remember arguing with you in your comments about supporting alphabet people, I think about a year before you changed your position. Glad God got through to you. Thank you so much. Yeah, that was one thing I really struggled with whenever I came back to my faith. Or even before it. Well, I grew up in a Christian household. I was very against the LGBTQ, all that crap. I was very against it. And oh my goodness, I got a lot of hate for it. People online, I remember just being a teenager and people on forums just like attacking me like crazy because I wouldn't validate that stuff and I said it was wrong. Well, later on in life, as I went through a little rebellious phase, I remember thinking, I want to support people, but I want to accept people and this and that. And that's the thing is society makes you think that it's just caring and it's just nice to accept people and this and that, but it's evil. And that's one thing since coming back to my faith and of course, and especially reading the Bible daily, which strengthened my faith and helped me to get conviction about things, really helped me a lot with standing up against those type of things. Andrew, thank you so much for becoming a tycro. What was it again? I feel like I'm so sorry. I can't pronounce that. I keep forgetting what it was. Thank you so much for becoming a member. You're awesome. Mike Zart with the $5 says, since we are discussing a little football, what do you think of the Packers? Would you consider giving weekly picks during the season? Yeah, I'd consider it. Packers, I mean, I used to hate the Packers, but now I'm just neutral about them. It's funny, my family and I have this like thing where we're picking our teams or we're picking what team, not our teams, but we're picking who we think's going to win every week. And so far, me and my older brother are tied. We were 13-3 in our picks for last week. So I do need to get my picks set up for this week. We're talking NFL football. All right, so Base Fire Ant with the $20. One last super chat. Do you like Linkin Park? I'm asking because it's my older brother's favorite band. My favorite song is What I've Done, Calling, and The Catalyst. I think I already answered this whenever I was going on my rant about what Linkin Park's doing. Yeah, I listened to Linkin Park since I was young and huge fan, but I am more of a fan of Chester Bennington than everybody else. Whoever I know right now, they don't even have like a couple other people on there, but Mike Shinoda, I feel like he's disrespecting Chester so much with all this new Linkin Park stuff. I want nothing to do with it. Troy News with the $5 says, I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. Thank you, Troy. Miles Swan with the $10. The new Linkin Park singer is also an apparent grape apologist for defending Danny Masterson. I did hear about that, which she has said in a statement afterwards that, oh, I didn't know the full story, and then I retracted that. I don't know the full story on that, but I just know that her and everybody on there right now should have changed the name of the band. They shouldn't. It's not Linkin Park. I don't think she's good at singing those songs. I'm not interested at all. I'm more upset with whoever made those decisions. I'm most upset with Mike Shinoda to be honest, but yeah. Troy News with the $5. Compliant, the new norm, obsessed with replacing what works with what sounds good, all under the guise of it's fine, nothing to worry about. Exactly. I'm so sick of, oh, but it's fine. Oh, it's fine. Oh, Mary Jane looks fine in Spider-Man 2. Oh, she looks fine. What are you talking about? You're over exaggerating. She looks fine. Oh, wait, what are you talking about? Lara Croft, that new Lara Croft design, she looks fine. Or this and that. It's like, what? How can you be a fan of something and accept fine? Oh, that new Linkin Park singer, she sounds fine. She should sound great. And if she don't sound great, like, give her the freaking boot. Also, yeah, I've already went on that rant. You know how I feel about it. In and Out with a $5 says, you got something against chairs? I like to stand because I do work at a PC. So if I'm sitting all day, it's not as good for me. Andrew with the Canadian $10. My all-time favorite series in the Lord of the Rings, or is the Lord of the Rings. I watch the movies every year. Do you like the Lord of the Rings? And no, the new Amazon series doesn't count. Exactly. The new stuff's crap. Yeah, I love the Lord of the Rings. I used to have, when I was a teenager, I had a Lord of the Rings poster. But yeah, I love the Peter Jackson movies. Mark Hallquist with the $5 says, in the future, will you do Zoom interviews? If so, Mel, would you have me as a Zoom guest? Christ bless you. Thank you so much. I don't really do interviews, but maybe one day. I feel like I don't know what I would interview about. But we'll see. Thank you so much. TCK911 with the 499 says, Melanie is so base. Thank you. I try my best. Audio Garden Slave with the $2. Garth Brooks, Unanswered Prayers. Oh, that's a country song. I can't remember if I've heard that one. I don't listen to a whole lot of country, but every once in a while I'll hear a bop. Troy News with the $2 says, Biden blundered today and put on a Trump 2024 hat. What? I'm confused. In and Out with the $5. Do you ever spend an entire night watching TV commercials from the early 90s? No, but that sounds like a really fun time. Flash Gordon Rocks with a 499 says, I recommend this manga called Record of Ragnarok, where historical figures fight gods in a tournament called the Ragnarok in order to save humanity. Oh, that sounds rad. Thank you for the suggestion. Bobby Brown with a Canadian 699 says, thanks for preaching the word. Melanie is great. God bless you. I'm just wondering what you consider to be moderate drinking that doesn't reach sin level. I'm not really one to consult on this because I don't drink at all. I mean, if you were just to ask my opinion, I would say don't get drunk. Like, avoid, stay sober-minded. You know, if you're getting drunk, I think if you really want my opinions in general, I don't know why people drink. I think it's pointless. It's bad for you. I don't know why people do it. I don't get it. I never got into it. But yeah, if you enjoy a drink here and there, Yeah, I mean, just if you're getting drunk, or even looking for seeking a buzz and all this stuff, I do think that, yeah, I mean, the Bible tells us to be sober minded. So I personally wouldn't. James says it feels good. Well, just because something feels good doesn't mean it is good. It also feels good to eat a bunch of cake, but it's not good for us. So, I mean, that's my opinion. If people might get offended by it, but I just think drinking is so pointless. Um, yeah, Miles Swan with the $5 spoiler alert. Oshinoko also has a revenge plot, and I actually really like revenge plots. Obviously, revenge isn't good, but but I love movies with revenge plots and stuff. I mean, think of freaking the first John Wick movie, Kill Bill, you know? Retro Gamer says, had no idea you were live so early. Yes. I'm sorry I didn't give much of a heads up, but I have family stuff going on this week, so I have to be done early. This has to be a shorter stream too, so I don't have that much longer. But I hopped on early so I can not skip. I didn't want to skip the stream, but I do have stuff I have to do today and family stuff going on. Let's see. Miles Swan with a 5, or I already saw that. Matthew Hooks with a $2. Any advice on finding a Christian group in Dallas? I know there's apps that can help you, like Meetup and stuff like that. I would suggest that. I personally am not involved in any groups right now, so I can't personally suggest any. But I do think getting involved in a Christian group is a great idea. So look at your local churches. A lot of them have small groups. And the app Meetup, I think, has those type of things. Rye, the guy at the $5 says, I think my favorite late night religious infomercial was the pastor who was selling people miracle spring water. That is so messed up. Oh my goodness. How are you managing with the hurricane like us in Louisiana? I don't think I'm in a hurricane path where I'm at. Not that I know of. Like if I am, I guess I'll learn, but oh, Houston was. Okay, well, I'm not in Houston, so I'm good, but definitely pray that everybody will stay safe if there is one. I know there was one a bit ago, but I don't. Oh, Houston dodged it this time. Good, good. In and Out says, do you believe in manifestation / law of attraction? It overlaps with prayer, but it actually is secular process. It's demonic. There is nothing biblical about law of attraction or manifestation. Now, a lot of people will try to incorporate that with the Bible, but it's corrupt. Like, just follow the Bible. Now, can we? That's the thing, is the Bible does have verses telling us, like, trust in the Lord with all your heart, lean not on your own understanding, in all your ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your path. It's God's path that we want to be on. The Bible also tells us, like, God will give us the desires of our heart, but people misrepresent that to think that that means that God is some genie, and as long as we're obedient, we'll get anything we want. Well, it's not what we carnally want. The thing is as we seek Christ, we want what God wants for us. So yes, are we getting the desires of our heart? Because the desires of our heart is God's plan. So the desires of our heart doesn't mean that we're going to get all of these things that our flesh desires. I'm going to be wealthy, I'm going to be famous and all that. If you're seeking God, you're seeking Christ, you're going to want God's plan for you. So no, I definitely disavow the whole concept of manifestation and law of attraction. I believe it to be demonic. Yeah. All right. So, Kongzilla dropped a huge 100. Thank you so much, Kongzilla. You're always so supportive. Hi, Mel. I'm glad Boswell, yes, came through for you over the weekend. Any road win is big in the NFL since Pitt was on the road. I went to Cleveland and saw the Cowboys annihilate the Browns. How fun. Cleveland is always a hot mess in one way or another. That's my least favorite team. Well, I'll have a good time with the fam. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Yes, walk in the spirit and you will not fulfill the lust of the flesh. Exactly. So anybody who I would encourage you to seek Jesus and walk in the spirit instead of seeking your own fleshly desires and that whole law of attraction bullcrap. All right, JR with the $2 says, what's your favorite 9/11 joke? I don't know off the top of my head. Like, I like some 9/11 memes, but I can't really think of a joke off the top of my head. But there are some funny 9/11 memes, I will say. Mark with the $2 says interviews on games, Bible studies, etc. I'll keep that in mind. I am pretty introverted, so interviews aren't my specialty. I know I've done them a lot in the gaming industry in the past, but for my own content, I still think it'd be good to bring on other creators and stuff to sometimes I know some of you guys want to see that, like a lot of the channels do. But again, I'm very introverted. I'm very out of my element doing that kind of stuff. But we'll see. Heavy hard drive with a $2 says, did you see Charlie Kirk debate 25 woke college kids? I don't think so. I've seen some snippets of stuff like that, but I don't know. He probably did a good job, I'd imagine. Flash Gordon with the 499 says some of the gods include Zeus, Thor, Shiva, and Buddha, and the humans include Adam, Nikola Tesla, and Leonidas. Also, Jesus makes a cameo in one round. Oh, and that thing you were talking about. Interesting. Audio Guardian Slave with the $2 says a moment of silence for Inside Job Day. Yeah, I do think it was an inside job as well. But let's see if I've got any rumble rants. I don't want to miss those. Okay, I do see one. All right, so we've got Lone Wolf with a $5 says, I heard a phone recording of the band and thought she sounded off key, but was not sure due to low quality. Yeah, even on their stream, though, they had like a professional live stream with that new singer, and she did sound terrible. But they also had to change the key of the songs because she can't sing them in their natural way. I'm not a fan. New Jupiter here says too, Chester and Chris Cornell were working on a documentary about exposing pedos in the business, then both unalive themselves. ... See, that's what I heard as well. So I don't trust the narrative that they're pushing, and I don't know. Seems very suspicious. But yeah. In and out with the $10. Wait, did you say you do think 9/11 was an inside job? Yes, I do think 9/11 was an inside job. JR with the $5. Any thoughts on the pack of otters who attacked that woman in Malaysia? Are otters the new Haitians? I didn't hear about that. Oh my goodness. Otters are so cute. I think I would cry if I had otters attack me. I would be so sad. Oprah Winfrey says, is there evidence that Chester was murdered? I haven't heard of that theory. That's a whole rabbit hole. I don't know. That's the thing is, I think that things do seem suspicious, especially Chester and Chris Cornell back to back having those. But is there like actual proof right now? I haven't seen any, but it's something I would like to look more into again. But Chester's son believes that he was murdered even. So I think that it's definitely worth looking into. All right. Well, I am going to have to get ready to get going because I've got a lot of stuff I got to do right now. But thank you all so much for joining me on this earlier time as well. Would appreciate your input as to if you prefer the earlier times for moving forward whenever I'm on schedule and I don't have to end a little early, which I like to usually go like 2 hours. So mostly made it there. But thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. It really does mean a lot that you take time out of your day to just chat with me. Sometimes it just boggles my mind. It's like, wow, people want to talk to me. I think that's great. But thank you all so much. I'm just so blessed to be able to do this and to have all of your support. So thank you all again. I will see you next week. Catch you next time. In the meantime, go boom.